Welcome back, guys. Joe Callari here, Heartletics.com, online fitness coach, certified personal trainer, certified nutritionist. And this is going to be part two. The first video we talked about the proper way, how to deadlift so that way you don't get injured. This one's going to be a very simple video. We're going to talk about two different styles when it comes to deadlifting, conventional and regular. So the first video I did, which you guys can just simply go back to the most recent one, watch that. I talked about proper way to deadlift. And that is going to be more of a conventional stance, which just goes like this. Want to make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart, hinging at the hips, going all the way down. All your weight is on your heels. You see how I can wiggle my toes, just like so. All my weight is on my heels, keeping that barbell close to my shins. I'm sliding it up my shins, sliding it up to my knees, going past up here, and then hinging at the top, making sure everything's nice and straight. Same time, keeping my spine nice and straight in alignment. So it's going to look just like this. Hands are going to be shoulder width apart also. Thumbs touching my legs. That's for good positioning. Straight spine. Come up. Boom. 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 So that's a conventional deadlift. Now, sumo deadlifts. All right. You may hear people say, well, sumo deadlifts are cheating because you're not going all the way up. It's not as hard as it would be a conventional deadlift. I don't think so at all. At the end of the day, if you can lift up the bar and you're not getting yourself injured, you're getting a good workout in, that's an A+. No one should be complaining about that. That's just all ego that needs to go out the door. When it comes to sumos, all right, so here's conventional, feet shoulder width apart. You can see here on usually a typical barbell that there is like the smooth part. All right, and this is where I want my legs to be on the conventional. That way I'm not riding all the way up. Now, there's also gonna be those little placements on the side. These are good for holding onto whenever you're doing kind of bench press. But nonetheless, this is the indicators that I wanna use when I'm doing sumo deadlifts. Conventional, all day, right here. Sumo deadlifts, use it right like this. So now, with that being said, I wanna have my feet come out. I'm not gonna be turning forward like this, right? I don't have my feet like this. I'm dropping all the way down because if I do that initially, you guys can already see, I'm gonna be arching my back. I'm gonna be rounding it. It's not gonna be perfect alignment. I'm gonna get myself injured. I'm not gonna be using my core nor my legs. It's gonna be all on my lower lumbar, which I do not want. So with this, I wanna make sure that my feet slightly turn out, just a little bit, okay? And once again, I'll always say this before we get started, it's all about a preference. What works well for me might not work well for you. What works well for you might not work well for me. Everybody's body is completely different, and that's exactly why we talk about it in a 12-week transformation program where everything's all personalized for you, your body, your goals, and obviously your lifestyle. That's what makes a permanent change where you're developing these habits. So with that being said, this works well with me, okay? So I have my feet go shoulder width apart because I got long legs. Somebody else that might have shoulder legs, they might be in this position, okay? Now, when I go down, all I'm doing is, once again, hinging at the hips, going back. Placement is everything on this one. I'm gonna hold right here. Now, before on the conventional, like I said, my thumbs are on the outside of my legs. I'm going straight down with this one. Where it's all rough in here, this is where I'm gonna be holding on the outside edge. I'm gonna be utilizing that, okay? So I'm gonna go straight all the way down, hinging at the hips, keeping my back nice and straight, okay? Once again, I'm still grinding and sliding this all the way up my shins, okay? Hopping up, going back down straight. Hopping up, going all the way down straight. Keeping my back in perfect alignment, keeping it as straight as possible the entire time. So now you may be saying, well, what's so different? Like, what muscle groups does that work differently than conventional deadlifts? You're gonna find this work more in your glutes, more in your quads, also at the same time. But at the end of the day, guys, it's just a preference, right? A deadlift is great for your whole entire CNS, your central nervous system, and your posterior chain. It's a full body type of exercise. So give it a go. Try it out, whatever works best for you, either conventional or the sumos, as we just mentioned.